welcome back to Link Show Youth. I'm so excited for today. Noah, are you excited?
I am so pumped, CNS. Yeah, I'm so pumped. I've actually got a fun fact for you again. Straight off the bat. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
All right, true or false? True or false? Babies have less bones in their bodies than adults, and they grow bones as they get older. True or false?
Ooh. I feel like this could go either way. You're saying they have less?
Less.
I think that's false.
That is true. It is false. Babies have lots and lots of little bones that fuse into one big bone. Like their skull when they're born is like, this is a bone, this is a bone, this is a bone, this is a bone. But then as you get older, it just becomes a full noggin. And that's it.
Isn't that amazing?
Crazy.
Cool.
Crazy.
I also want to hear all of your fun facts as well. So if you've got any fun facts that you want to share with us, maybe we'll read them out. Drop them in the comments below and let us know.
100%. And if you cannot comment right now, don't you worry, because we need to do this every single time. Excuse me. Can you please make a comment?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic. Especially, you do a special comment if you can make like a hollow watermelon sound by noggining your head. Ready? Wait, I'll put the microphone a bit higher. I hope that came through the mic because that sounded really hollow in my, but not because of my lack of brains, just because, you know, aerodynamics and sound and stuff. Anyway, that doesn't matter.
I've learned from you. We're going to learn from all the comments. And what else are we learning
We are learning from Peter. Peter's coming back to preach. Yay! So Peter's going to be bringing an amazing word. I'm so excited to learn from him, from Abraham in the Bible. So let's tune into that right now.
Guys, welcome back. It is week 7 of our series of Learn From Me. And you won't be learning from me today, but we will be learning from someone in the Bible. And I'm so blessed that I get to share a word with you guys again today. And I just want to share with you guys, I really, really love this job. But I never would have gotten it if I didn't take a step of faith. Now let me rewind and give you a little bit of the backstory of how Peter got here. So I was at Bible college. This was last year. I was attending Bible college. And my Bible college actually was helping film all these videos. Now they sent out a message to all the students and they were said, hey, by the way, we're going to be filming some videos with these guys called the Link Ministries Network, and they're doing some really cool curriculums for schools and churches. Do you guys want to come along? And I read that message and I was like, it's my day off. I kind of want to have a rest because it's been a big week. Maybe I'll pass. So as soon as I read that message, I decided I didn't want to go. I just put my phone down and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to relax for the day. I'm going to watch a movie. I put a movie on and the Holy Spirit started knocking on my heart. Peter, you need to go. And I was like, do I really, God? Do I really need to go? And the Holy Spirit said, yes, you do. There was this prompting, this urging in my heart to get in my car and drive down to the studio and just serve. You see, I wasn't going to get paid to be there. It was my day off. I had been studying so hard. I was super tired and I just wanted a day to myself. But God said, hey, this day off for you, this day off that you're going to take, can you give it to me, please? Can you sacrifice your day off to serve me? And I was like, sure thing, God. Thank you for this blessing that I get to have a day off and that I get to use this day off to serve you and hang out with amazing people and bless people. So I went. And it was just going to be like, I'll just go and check it out. I don't know what I'm actually going to do there. They didn't really tell us what we were going to do. They said we were just going to be filming some stuff. So I went and I got into the studio. And if you guys remember that desk panel, that was our first studio. So I walked in and I was like, I saw all these things. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I sat down and I was just watching everyone do their thing, record their stuff. And Buckle was like, hey, do you want to film an episode as well? And I was like, yeah, sure. Now, I really love performing arts. I am a theater kid through and through. I do a lot of shows and it's something that I'm really passionate about. And so I was like, yeah, I'm down. I'm keen. Let's go. So I was like, I'm really excited to be here now. So I went and I sat down, filmed an episode, and the rest is history. And it never would have happened if I didn't take that step of faith and say yes to God. If I said, no, God, no thanks, I'm not going to go. Bro, I wouldn't even be in front of this camera right now. But because God knew there was something better for me if I had said yes, He really encouraged me. And I wonder if there's something that God's encouraging you to do right now. Or maybe you've experienced a very similar thing where when you said yes to God, something incredible happened. I want to share with you a story of someone in the Bible who said yes to God and it changed the course of history. But we're going to talk about him a little bit later on. Right now, let's get to the Get It Done.
Thank you so much, Pete, for an awesome Preach
So
Part
good.
1. I'm so keen for Preach Part 2. But I'm also so keen for Pete to actually inform us what we're doing
Yeah.
today for the game.
We've got some props in front of us. I'm
Balloons
very curious to find out.
and
what's going on.
Oreos. Excited about the Oreos, less excited about the balloons. But let's find out. Petey, inform us, enlighten us.
Guys, we are playing Minute to Win It ×2. The first activity is you have to blow up the balloon,
Easy,
fill it up with air
easy,
until it goes kaboom.
Oh,
scary.
Once that
Okay.
happens, only after that happens, can you do the Oreo forehead to mouth challenge. So you put the Oreo on your forehead and you have to eat it by moving it down to your mouth without using your hands. Classic games, classic skill,
no, I was practicing.
retro.
Got it.
Are we ready? Does that make sense? Does that make
Yes,
sense?
yes.
makes sense. Let me just prepare.
I mean,
Okay, lungs are expanded, ready. I think I know what it's time for. It's time to
get it done.
No,
Three.
I just took a big breath of air.
2, 1, 1.5. Go. Oh, Sienna has a tactic. No one's going in straight for the. Look at the dive is very important, people. Oh, it's about to happen. Oh, there it is.
That's so scary.
There it is. Sienna's not far behind. She is very far behind. But she's got this. Breath control. Oh no, no one's going. No one's already gone.
Ah! Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! Bang! Oh man! Wow!
Can I eat my pity cookie?
Yes, of course you can. Sienna,
Cheers.
Sienna, this is still you, right? It's not Peter in like Sienna's body or something, because that was like annihilation. Like I feel like I was versing Peter again.
I was pretty proud of my strat with the stretching the balloon. And then I was doing really well, and then your balloon popped. And then I suddenly lost all motivation to actually pop my balloon because it was really loud.
Why did you stretch it? Because if you stretch it, doesn't it mean it's able to be stretched more?
Yeah, but it's just better blowing up a balloon when it's already stretched.
Anyway,
Okay.
great game. Thanks, Petey. Thanks for a great win. And we get to have more Peter because he's bringing us the word.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Boom!
All right, guys, welcome back. I hope Sienna won. If you guys didn't know, she is my fiance, and I'm very much in love with her. And it's an incredible blessing to be hanging out with friends and family here. And I've been talking about how much I love this job. And I was sharing earlier that I only got this job because of a step of obedient faith, because I said yes to God, even when it didn't really make sense at that moment. Because I didn't know that I was going to get the job if I said yes. I didn't know that I was going to be here doing all this if I said yes to going to that filming day. And again, maybe you feel the same way. Maybe there's something that God's asking you to do right now. And you're like, God, I don't know. Do I really need to say yes to this? Is there something that's going to come on the other side of it? Maybe you're not sure whether if you say yes now, maybe nothing will come of it. But can I encourage you to take that step of faith and just say, yes, God, I'll do it. Yes, God, I'll obey and I'll listen. Yes, God, I'll take that step of faith. So I want to tell you this story about this man in the Bible who said yes to God, and the whole course of history shifted and changed. Now, this man that I'm talking about, his name is Abraham. Now, you've probably heard of him, maybe you haven't. Abraham is actually the father of faith and the first Jewish person. He was the father of all Jewish people. Now, it was through him that God had built this incredible promise for Jesus to come through his family and for Jesus to save us. But before God could fulfill this incredible promise for Abraham's life, Abraham had to say yes to God's commandment. And we read in Genesis chapter 12 what this commandment is and the promise that comes along with it. So let's read in Genesis chapter 12. The Lord said to Abraham, leave your country, leave your family and your relatives, and go to the land that I will show you. I will bless you and make your descendants into a great nation. You will become famous and a blessing to others. That's an incredible promise, and that's an incredibly big ask to leave everything behind to go to a foreign land that God will show Abraham. And now there's another caveat. God said that Abraham was going to have many children, many descendants, a whole nation. But Abraham didn't have any kids. He wasn't able to get pregnant with his wife, Sarah. So how could he become the father of a nation if he couldn't be the father of a single child? What do you think Abraham said? What do you think Abraham did? Did he say, God, that sounds impossible. No thanks, I'm all good. I'm not gonna leave this place behind. I'm pretty well established here. He was actually a very rich man. And he had a lot of livestock, a lot of possessions. And God asked him to pretty much just leave a lot of that behind. So what do you think Abraham said? Well, let's read on. Abraham was 75 years old when the Lord told him to leave. He obeyed and left. He said yes to God. And that changed the course of history. God told him, go to the land that I will show you, and I will make you into a great nation. Abraham was probably thinking, that's pretty impossible. But okay. So he up and left. He obeyed God. And through that, the blessings and the promises from God came to pass. How incredible is that story? And although my story isn't as significant and history changing as Abraham's, because I said yes to God and said, God, you know what? I'll get out of this chair, I'll stop watching this movie, and I'll go to the studio to help out Link Ministries Network to film some stuff. I get to have this incredible blessing of being able to hang out with you guys. So I wonder if is there something that God is asking you to do today? Maybe it's inconvenient. Maybe it's a little bit difficult. Maybe it requires you to do some work. Maybe it might ask you to leave people behind, to leave possessions behind. Maybe he's asking you to leave habits behind, to leave your old ways behind, to follow him and say yes to him. Are you ready to do it? Can I encourage you to say yes to God, even when you can't see the promises yet? Because Abraham couldn't see the promise yet. When he said yes to God, he didn't have a child. So the promise of a nation was impossible. It felt impossible. I didn't see this job yet when I said yes to filming, but I said yes because God was prompting me and because he wanted me to bless people, to love people, to care about others. What is that one thing that God is asking you to do today? Maybe it's hang out with that kid at school who no one really hangs out with. Maybe it's to listen to your teachers. Maybe it's to forgive that friend who wronged you, but you need to forgive them. Maybe it's to obey your parents, even when sometimes it's hard to listen to them. What is it that God's asking you to take a step of faith in and say yes to, so that he can reveal his promises and his blessings to you because of your faithfulness, because of your obedience? Because God has a perfect plan for all of us. God has an incredible path laid out for us. Remember, we might not see it yet, but it's there. And the only way to move forward on this path is to take a step of faith. So can I encourage you today? Say yes to Jesus. Say yes to what God is calling you to do. Take that step of faith. Take that step of obedience. Take that step of kindness. Take that step of grace. Take that step of love. Take that step of joy and see the incredible promises that God has for you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Peter. Such a great preach. And an awesome Bible story as well. So good to learn about Abraham. I really loved that part of the story about how God said go, Abraham went. It was an immediate thing. It was straight away. And I think that's something that is such a great takeaway from that story.
It was literally the next verse. The next verse, Abraham said go. Nope. God said go, Abraham went. And I love that following through with that, the abundant blessings that God poured out into Abraham's life by taking that first step of faith. So I want to encourage you in your life. What are we learning from Abraham? We're learning to take that first step of obedience from God. Is there something in your life that you feel like God's calling you to do? Take that first step of obedience. Maybe it seems like a really scary and daunting thing because it's really far in the future. Just take that first step, and that obedience can lead to great blessings. What a great episode! Oh my gosh, fantastic. Knowledge consumed. Game won. What more in life could you want?
Cookies. We got cookies as well.
You got cookies as well.
Can't get better than that.
Even like second place or last place, whichever one you want to use. Got a cookie as well. Hey, if you have loved these challenges, which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And again, if you cannot comment.
Yeah, no, one more time. What do I do?
We just gotta go like, excuse me.
Yes.
Can I please make a comment of how much Noah is awesome at this game and smashing Sienna at the moment in this term because he's up 4-2?
Yes.
Of course, and that's how it works every single time. But anyway, that's it for today's lesson. That's it for the show. I'm Noah.
I'm Sienna.
And we'll see you next time on Link Show Youth Earth, baby. What ya?